but I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
He would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight.
You can. That's whenever I want to.
A new storm is shaking the boxing world as recent training footage of 48-year-old Floyd Mayweather Jr. emerges, showing the legendary fighter still incredibly sharp and lightning fast. The explosive clips have ignited a wildfire of speculation, with fans daring to imagine a blockbuster showdown with Terence Crawford. But while the excitement brews among supporters, seasoned insiders and former champions are raising red flags, urging Crawford to think twice. Their warning is loud and clear. Mayweather's legendary speed, reflexes, and unmatched defensive brilliance haven't dulled like many assumed. And stepping into the ring with him could still be one of the riskiest moves in boxing.
Terence Crawford would beat a prime Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he would beat him. Yes, it would be a competitive fight, but Crawford, master thinker just like Floyd. What the advantage that Floyd has is that he has great defense. The advantage that Crawford has is that he not only can fight orthodox, he can also he's versatile. He can fish the southpaw stance. And we all know that Floyd don't like to fight southpaws. We know that. What happens when you have a guy just as smart as you are and able to make adjustments like Crawford? What happens when you have a guy that can hurt you with either hand? A guy that's powerful and strong like Crawford. A guy that's quick as Crawford. A guy that can fight you in the pocket. A guy that knows how to execute that Philly shell. He knows how to bust through that. He'll have enough to beat Floyd, and he'll have enough to gain respect and hurt Floyd too. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he'll win in close decisions. Hey, I want to know what everybody else thinks.
To most, the warning has nothing to do with questioning Terence Crawford's greatness. He's widely regarded as today's top pound-for-pound fighter. But it's about recognizing the rare and complex challenge that Floyd Mayweather still presents. Even beyond his prime, Floyd's mastery in shutting down opponents, controlling the tempo, and mentally disarming even the best in the game is unparalleled. Seasoned pros argue that Crawford, known for methodically dismantling his rivals round by round, could end up entangled in Mayweather's defensive maze, struggling to land clean shots, unable to dictate the rhythm, and facing a level of control he's never encountered before.
But Mayweather's the only one with no losses on his record right now. It's a tough thing in boxing to go that long.
I mean, you also got Andre Ward, but that was like, what, 32, 34?
Yeah, but Ward lost one somewhere in there.
No, I think he's undefeated.
Is he?
Yeah. But he's not as much as Mayweather. And the other thing, too, is that Mayweather, the resume, if we go back to the resume,
but you know what? I love that because everybody says Mayweather didn't fight nobody. He fought this guy.
Yeah, they don't. Those are people that don't know about boxing.
Mayweather fought everybody they put into him. It's not his fault he saw Pacquiao late in Pacquiao's career. It's not his fault.
Floyd. Mayweather's current training grind is exactly why so many seasoned pros are urging Crawford to think twice before ever facing him, even at 48. Though officially retired, Floyd trains like he's still in the game, hitting the mitts daily with sharp precision, breezing through pad sessions that reveal reflexes most active fighters would envy. His fitness isn't built on brute strength, but on relentless reps. Core-focused drills, high-intensity cardio, and fluid, calculated movement proving that while the world may see his age, his body and instincts are still locked into championship mode.
I want to make sure that I eat the right foods, because I take care of my body. You know, even since I've been out here, I make sure, you know, I go for a jog. Probably not like I did when I was competing. I do like, you know, 4 miles. Try to do 450 push-ups.
No.
450 sit-ups, yeah.
Well, you keep funny hours. Like even watching the All Access stuff with you keep real funny hours. Like why you want to sleep at 9 a.m. to 3 and then be up all night running around the streets? Like, have you always kept funny hours? You keep funny hours.
Remember, we work hard to become our own boss so we can do what we want to do. The ultimate goal is to go to sleep when you want to and wake up when you want to. See, when you don't wake up when you want to, then guess what? Somebody's controlling you. And I don't want to be controlled because I want to be my own boss.
After Crawford's monumental win over Canelo to claim the undisputed super middleweight crown, Floyd Mayweather shared his thoughts with TMZ, simply stating, "The best man won." He applauded the fight for reigniting excitement in the sport and acknowledged the energy it brought to boxing. Speaking on Canelo's future, Mayweather reflected on the brutal physical toll the sport takes, subtly suggesting that the years of battle might be catching up with him, but ultimately, only time and the fighters themselves can determine that. As for a potential rematch, Floyd didn't shut the door, saying, if they want it, it could happen. If not, they'll keep it moving
on Saturday night, even though I think a lot of people who were fans were not exactly sure, would Canelo win? Would Bud be big enough, strong enough to handle Canelo's power? Well, the answer to that question was yes. I saw you placed a bet, won a lot of money. Congratulations. What are your thoughts? What was your reaction to the fight, Floyd, as you watched Bud and Canelo in there on Saturday?
Oh, it's good for boxing. It was exciting. The best man won.
Is Canelo washed up now at 35 years old?
Oh, I don't know. Boxing is a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe so. I'm not really sure.
Be interested in seeing a rematch, or would the fight be the same? Would it ultimately end up the same way?
I don't know. It's up to those two guys. They want to do a rematch. Do a rematch. If not, keep it moving.
Would you watch it, or not any real interest?
I'm pretty sure I'll watch it. If they did it again, I'm pretty sure I would.
However, Mayweather hasn't shied away from downplaying the challenge Canelo poses, repeatedly suggesting that beating him isn't as monumental as many make it out to be. He's openly mocked the idea that stopping or outboxing Canelo automatically earns a fighter legendary status, implying that the praise is often overblown. It's clear Mayweather is defending his own legacy in the process, highlighting that when they faced off, Canelo was still young, raw, and far from a finished product. To Floyd, exposing Canelo's flaws back then was less of a heroic feat and more of a calculated win, reinforcing his point that beating Canelo doesn't automatically mean you're the best in.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Many boxing analysts argue that despite Terence Crawford's flawless record and stunning victory over Canelo, he still can't quite be elevated to the same legendary tier as Floyd Mayweather. Not yet. The shadow of Mayweather's iconic 50-0 legacy looms large, and critics insist that to truly surpass him in the greatest of all time conversation, Crawford needs more than just headline-making wins. They believe he must face and conquer a true monster, someone like David Benavidez, one of the most physically dominant and dangerous forces in boxing today, if he wants to carve out a legacy that not only rivals Mayweather's, but possibly eclipses it.
He was fighting everyone right up until the point where he started to make money. But as much credit as you get for making, the primacy of business, for making business your priority, well, that comes with trade-offs, because when you make business decisions constantly, sometimes your athletic achievements won't be regarded in the same way as if you made athletic achievements your priority. That said, Mayweather has accomplished a tremendous amount athletically. But the three fighters he didn't fight, Antonio Margarito, Manny Pacquiao, when he was obliterating De La Hoya, Hatton, and Cotto, and Shane Mosley when he still had something left. And while he will wind up fighting Pacquiao and Mosley, it'll both be, at the right time for Floyd. That said, what about at the right time? Floyd, he's also ancient. A fighter approaching 40, fighting at the level Mayweather is fighting, is unheard of. Mayweather, until recent times, would be considered one of the greatest older fighters that would be the whole story. Oh my God, can you believe how old Mayweather is? It's a little bit unfair to Floyd to say, well, you're picking these guys at the right time. Floyd is old.
Kellerman has made a bold case that Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford deserve higher spots than Floyd Mayweather Jr. on pound-for-pound rankings. Even while acknowledging Floyd's flawless record and extraordinary skill, he highlights how Pacquiao started his journey in the lighter weight classes and boldly climbed through numerous divisions, consistently facing and conquering elite opponents that many others avoided. Pacquiao's dominance across multiple weight classes, combined with his fearless willingness to take risks, stands in contrast to Mayweather's masterful defense. While Kellerman deeply respects Floyd's genius in the ring, he believes Pacquiao's extensive resume and relentless courage give him a slight edge in the ongoing GOAT debate in.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. has raised doubts about whether Mayweather truly faced the toughest competition at their absolute peak, suggesting many of Floyd's victories came against opponents who were past their prime or not performing at their best. Jones highlights that even Mayweather's biggest names like Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao weren't always in peak condition when they met in the ring. In contrast, Jones praises fighters like Pacquiao for consistently stepping up to the biggest challenges, taking on elite opponents when it really counted. He argues that while Mayweather's flawless 50-0 record is undeniably impressive, it might not be the ultimate proof that he's the greatest of all time.
Floyd Mayweather, top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight, don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight, but here's what my problem is. Well, I understand, I know you're a Floyd fan, but here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he's going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
he fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto is not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Do you believe Floyd's defensive dominance still sets him apart? Drop your take in the comments.
Does Floyd's unmatched defensive mastery still crown him as one of a kind? Share your thoughts down below. I'm curious to hear your take.